Welcome to Mr. Skinner's classroom. All important aspects of today's class have been recorded for students to view at a later time. This is particularly useful for students who have missed school and want to catch up before they return to school. The following are the solutions to the previous school day's homework. Students will get 100 points if they show all work for all problems. Students will get extra points for any correct answers they obtain. All student work is photographed before they check their own paper. Number 1 on the homework should be -7 or 8. Number 2 is -6 or 4. 3 is 3 or 5. 4 is -10 or 4. 5 is -4 or 7. 6 is -1 or -9. 7 is -7 or 11. 8 is -8 or 3. 9 is -8 or -6. 10 is -4 or 16. The following are extra credit answers for the assignment that was given as extra credit with the previous homework assignment. The following is an example problem. What is the first thing I do on this problem? Hughes. Holiday. Johnson.
You're going to put the -72, you're going to change it and put it to the middle side and change the sign.
That's right. So the -72 goes to the right, and it will be positive. All right, next up. What do I do next? McDane. She's not here. Darnell.
Half the 6 and then square.
What? Half of the 6 is what?
3.
Half of the 6 is 3. All right. So after I find half of the middle term, which is 3, what do I do to that middle term, Sprague? You got to square it. That's right. So when we square it, what is that? 9. All right. So half of the middle term is 3, and we square it to get 9. What do we do with it after that, Ruart? Plus 9 here, and on the right side too. Okay, what is my next step? Salyers.
You gotta add 72 plus 9.
We're going to add 72 plus 9, and what is that?
It will approximately be 81.
It is not approximately 81. Yeah.
Wouldn't you subtract 72 from 9? Cause
No.
Don't you switch numbers?
It is 81. It is 81, not approximately 81. It is 81.
I'm just trying to use big vocabulary. I'm sorry.
We had half of 6 is 3. We squared that to get 9. And we were at plus 9 on both sides. This is minus 72 here on the left. We moved it to the right. It becomes plus 72. So there's no reason to have minus over here on the right side.
I thought the 9 was switched sides.
We're not moving the 9 to the right side. If you add 9 to the left, you have to add 9 to the right.
Okay.
Here, you can add 72 here, but it cancels out to 0, and you add 72 there. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. All right, so we have x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 81. What is the next step? And that goes to Sprague. X plus 3 Squared, is that what you mean? In parentheses, yes. So the quantity squared of x plus 3. What do I put on the right side now, Darnell?
81.
81. That's right. What do I do to both sides at this point, McDame? Yeah, you have to find the square root of both sides. What is the square root of the quantity squared of x plus 3, Salyers?
That'd be x plus 3.
That is x plus 3. All right. Darnell.
How did you get x plus 3? Oh, I thought you added the 6x and a 9.
It's called completing the square because what we're doing is creating a perfect square on the left-hand side. So you already know it's a perfect square. The way you write a perfect square trinomial in quantity form is to put the x down, use the sign from the middle, half of the middle term, 3. Quantity squared in parentheses.
Okay.
What is the square root of 81, Ruark? It is not 9. What's the square root of 81, Johnson? Plus or minus 9. That is right. What is my next step for this problem? And we start over and go back to Johnson.
You're going to drop it down to x plus 3 equals 9.
X plus 3 equals 9, and then what?
Then x plus 3 equals negative 9.
That's right. X plus 3 equals 9. X plus 3 equals negative 9. What is the value of x in the left-hand equation when you solve for it, Salyers? What is the value of x in the left-hand equation when you solve for it, Sprague? It should be 6. You move the plus 3 to the right, make it minus 3. Answer is 6. What is the value of x in the right-hand equation when you solve, Darnell?
Negative 12.
That's right. Negative 9 minus 3 is going to be negative 12. How do I write the final answer, Ruark? Negative 12 or 6 is right. The following is an example problem. The following is a practice problem. For this problem, your first move is to move that minus 45 to the right side and make it plus 45. Half of 4 is going to be 2. If I square that, I get 4, and I add it to both sides. On the right-hand side, 45 plus 4 is going to be 49. If I write this in perfect square form, x plus 2, quantity squared, equals 49. The square root of both sides will give me x plus 2 equals plus or minus 7. You have two equations to do. X plus 2 equals 7. X plus 2 equals negative 7. 7 minus 2 is going to be 5, and negative 7 minus 2 is going to be negative 9. So 5 and negative 9 are the numbers you come up with. This is a bonus problem for students who have completed their practice problem and still have time to do other work. Answer to this bonus. We have a squared, which is going to be 4, and then times 6, plus b minus c is 2. If you square that, you get 4, and multiply it by c, which is 4, and then we're subtracting 4 at the end. 24 plus 16 is 40, minus 4 is 36. The following is a practice problem. All students will be given enough time to complete their answer and bring it to the table. Well, on this problem, you're going to have x squared plus 5x equals 50. Move the minus 50 to the right, make it positive. Half of 5 is 5 halves. If you square 5 halves, you get 25 over 4. and you add that to both sides. Simplify the right side. The objective here today is not adding and subtracting fractions, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining how you add 50 and 25 over 4. But if you need a common denominator of 4, you would multiply the 50 by 4 to get 200 and add it with the 25 to get 225. Your denominator is 4. Write the left-hand side in perfect square form, which is x plus half the middle term, which is 5 halves. It's the quantity squared, equals 225 over 4. The square root of both sides will give you x plus 5 halves equals plus or minus 15 over 2. You need two equations. One is x plus 5 halves equals 15 over 2, and the other is x plus 5 halves equals a negative 15 over 2. On the left-hand side, it will be 15 over 2 minus 5 over 2, and that will give you 10 over 2, which is an answer of 5. On the right, it is negative 15 over 2 minus 5 over 2, which is negative 20 over 2, gives you an answer of negative 10. If you have 5 or negative 10, come on up. The following is a bonus problem for those who have completed the practice problem. For the bonus problem, to factor this, and the directions say to factor, it does not say to solve. It says to factor. It is x plus 20, x minus 5. The following homework assignment is due on the next school day. Students must show all work to get full credit, which is 100 points. Extra points are given for correct answers. The following is an extra credit assignment. It is optional. Students wishing to earn extra points can try the assignment. They will get points based on correct answers.
Can you go back to the homework?
Can I send it to you later?
Congratulations, you have found the YouTube bonus, which is worth 20 points. Try the problem, show all work, do it on a separate sheet of paper. It will be asked for when we bring up the homework and the other extra credit. Thank you for watching this video from my classroom. Homework assignments can also be obtained at my website, which is www.skinnermoney.com.